So I've been running a startup for the past couple of months in an accelerator. Before that, I founded a couple of other companies. Something that I found really useful is applying ancient philosophy to the startup world. And lately, I've been applying 3 specific ideas from Nietzsche to my startup, and I found them working really well. So I thought I'd share. The first one, amor fati, is the translation is basically love your fate, which means that you need to be okay with your setbacks and your failures and mistakes, and you need to love them, which isn't to say that like somehow everything will work out, be okay, like everything will be fine. It might not be. But you still have to be okay with the mistakes either way, and you need to learn from them. Otherwise, the path you're taking is the mistakes are the path. The path is the path, and then every time you stray from the path, that's a mistake, and it's self-correcting. So the mistakes are the corrections to the path. And if you keep traveling down the path, keep learning from the mistakes, you'll eventually reach where you want to be on that path. So that's why you have to love your fate. If you try to resist your fate, that's when you get into trouble, where you're like, no, this wasn't a mistake, it's obviously fine and everything. You have to actually admit your mistakes and learn from them. So love your fate. And number 2, overcoming the herd, is also something I Nietzsche preaches a lot. Basically, if you do as everyone else, you will end up as everyone else. Pretty obvious. But it's difficult to actually apply it in practice because you see everyone else do stuff and you want to copy them. But as Alex Moses, if you know Alex Moses is like this big business dude. There's always shit. Always shit. But the only reason you're not seeing the shit in the other place is because you know your shit best. But they for sure also have shit. Every business has shit. So the thing you need to think about here is just as much train of thought. So shit is bad. So you have to have contrarian takes, which means that you have to have a clear worldview to be able to overcome the herd, because you will keep questioning yourself. So if you have clear reasons for what you think, then it's much easier to keep it going. And I'd say most startups are not very contrarian, but the big ones almost always are. So VCs really like contrarian takes, but they will also really challenge you on those takes because they're contrarian. So that means most other people are against you. So then they'll be like, okay, what do you know that most people don't? Which is a very fair question and something you need to answer. But yeah, if you want to make a big startup, overcome the herd. Overcome the instinct to slip back into the herd and be as the majority. And number 3 is eternal recurrence, which is the most like philosophical of these principles. And it's basically, if you're eternally recurring, so if you lived your life in a way where you were in a loop and you got to redo all your choices without knowing the outcomes, would you make the same choices? So would you still be working on the problem you're trying to solve? Would you still be doing a startup? Would you still do all of these things? And if the answer is yes, that means you're moving in accordance with how you want to move, which is amazing. But it's very often that you think about this and it's like, okay, there's something off here. There's like something that I'm not quite doing that I should be doing. And building a great company is often one of the things that's like, if I was gonna be doing everything again, I'd probably be doing this. I'd probably be doing this. It's a thought experiment to get that. And I think for me, it really helps. For me, it really helps with making decisions. Just think about it like that, and then, okay, yeah, obviously I don't want to do this short-term thing because I'm trying to think more long-term. So yeah, it works really well for me. Do try it out. 3 things are amor fati, overcoming the herd, and eternal recurrence.